5 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Friday. Speak with someone on Team 1, which handles appeals from agency matters in cases originating from the District Courts of Colorado, New Mexico, and Wyoming, press 1. To speak with someone on Team 2, which handles appeals from the tax courts in cases originating from the District Courts of Oklahoma, Utah, and Kansas, press 2. To inquire about a case set for oral argument. Please, while I transfer your call.
Yes, this is 10th Circuit Court of Appeals. Diane, what's your last name?
You don't need to know my last name. Who am I talking to?
Well, actually, yes, you do, Diane, because there's a clerk there who committed wire fraud, and I really don't appreciate one of the clerks who committed wire fraud against me.
Okay, well, I don't know how to commit wire fraud, so do you have an appeal number here?
Well, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to. There's someone there who did. It's not a matter of if you know. It's a matter that someone actually did, in fact, do. Do you understand the severity of the allegations that there's a clerk who committed wire fraud?
Okay, well,
Can I have your supervisor, please?
yeah, can I have your name?
My name is Mickey Kotevski.
Okay, do you have an appeal here?
I do. I sent it in the mail. And you guys received it. And that's part of the other reason why I'm also calling you today.
Okay, let me see if who's available just a minute.
Emotional support dog.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for a response.
Okay. Well, I could tell you another problem. So I sent a Rule 15D motion to your email account. I am autistic, and part of my claim to the court is discrimination on the basis of my autism, in which you guys are not properly accommodating me under Section 504, in which you have an affirmative legal obligation as a U.S. federal employee to file my Rule 15D motion. Please give me an articulated reason why filing my Rule 15D motion is not an acceptable thing when I sent it through email under Section 504 of the Rehabilitation
Okay,
Act of
you know what?
1973.
I'm gonna transfer you to our clerk of court, okay? Hang on 1 second.
Pennsylvania Court of Appeals. This is Chris.
Hi, Chris. Can I have your last name, Chris?
My last name is Wolpert.
Okay, Chris. My name is Mickey Kotevski. I am calling in regards to case 25-4016. I sent to the email account a Rule 15D motion. So I'm autistic, and under Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, you, as a U.S. federal government employee, have an affirmative obligation to accommodate me on the basis of my autism, and you guys not accepting a properly filed document is discrimination against me on the basis of my disability. Please articulate a reason as to why you are not accepting that and why you continue to force me to send things through the mail in which I do not have the funds to do so.
There are 10 circuit local rules prohibit email filing, and so the court does not accept
Which rule?
filing via email.
Which rule is that?
Hold up for you. So 10 circuit rule 25.3 says the court does not accept filings via email by any person absent the express permission of the clerk or chief deputy clerk, which is given in only the most extraordinary or exigent circumstances.
Well, this is the most extraordinary and exigent circumstances. So part of my allegations against my defendants who I'm suing is enslavement, in which they are improperly denying me money for the services I've rendered on their behalf for a long time now. The fact of the matter is that I don't have a single dollar to my name to send anything through the mail. That is an extraordinary circumstance, and that is a 13th Amendment violation if you guys do not accept my motions in which I do not have the funds, and that is also discrimination on my poverty level. So not only is it discrimination against me on the basis of my disability, it's also on the basis of my poverty. In addition to that, you as a federal employee cannot violate my constitutional rights, and you not accepting that filing is a violation of the 13th Amendment.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I mean, I can only tell you what the court's policies are.
Is that not an extraordinary circumstance?
No, it's not typically extraordinary circumstance. Typically, the court only accepts filings via email when there is a deadline about to run or there's an emergency situation where
I did file an emergency situation.
to stop something from happening like tomorrow or the next day or the day after that.
Well,
it doesn't look like there are any appellees at all in your case.
Well, I've been.
And that it was dismissed before anybody was served.
No,
so
that's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie.
I'm not looking to argue with you. I can just tell you what the court's policies are. I mean, you mentioned violation of the Rehabilitation Act. As you may know, laws such as the ADA and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 do not apply to the federal judiciary.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. But we do try to accommodate folks with disabilities to the best of our ability whenever we can.
I guess you've never heard of Tennessee v. Lane. Have you ever heard of that Supreme Court case? Tennessee v. Lane. It's a 2002 case. That's still valid law.
Sure, I'm not looking to argue with you.
Well, you're wrong. Well, you're wrong.
Pursuant to the rules and policies of the court. But I'm not sure there's much utility to us continuing this call if you just wish to cast aspersions and argue.
Well, explain to me how are we to resolve our differences if you don't understand where I'm coming from on any of these issues where you continuously interrupt me. You fail to even acknowledge what I'm saying. And
I understand what you're saying.
no, you're not.
I've given
No,
you
you're
the
not. You're
applicable
again.
rules.
Look what you're doing. You're interrupting me. I told you stop interrupting me. I told you stop interrupting me.
I'm going to let you go now because I don't think we're going to be able to have a productive conversation. But you must file pursuant to the rules, and you must do that via mail. The court does not accept email filing. And if you have any procedural questions that we can try to help you with, I'm happy to try to do that. But I can't change the rules, and I can't grant exceptions, and I don't see much
Yeah,
utility
well,
of just continuing to argue with you guys.
well, actually, you do have so many affirmative legal obligations. Consider yourself sued. Thank you. And I have recorded this conversation, so I hope you hire a good criminal defense attorney because the FBI will be aware of these conversations. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good day.